Montana State Police searching the Wabash River in Peru. The search started 5 weeks ago. The search is believed to be connected to Kline and the weapon used in the Delphi murders. ITMH's Richard Essex has this story for us.
Kline was taken out of jail a couple weeks ago. He is facing 30 child porn-related charges for using a fake social media account, Anthony Shots. He used that account to get sexual images from underage girls. Now, police say that account may be linked to the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German.
It just seems like there's a lot more attention being given to that side of the bridge.
Danny Gill says he is on this bridge over the Wabash River a couple times a week. He is documenting the search of the river on his YouTube channel called Famously Unfamous. Gill says over the past 5 weeks, a team of 10 to 15 people from state police have meticulously searched the river. The search started on the west side of the Nickel Plate Bridge and has progressed about 400 yards past. The searchers have placed poles topped with red flags as they move along the river.
Right where you're standing, they set up a tripod, like a surveyor's tripod, and had a guy standing out with like a surveyor's stick, and they marked out each little area.
So and they've surveyed it, right?
They've surveyed it, yes. Took pictures, for crime scene probably.
That was on September 2nd, and later that same day, he did capture video of state police using a drone over the river. Then earlier this week, more eyes in the sky.
Yesterday, a state police helicopter did fly over. It did, I don't know if it was a figure eight or 2 circles, and then it headed straight south. And I did look it up on Flight Tracker, and it was registered Indiana State Police.
Over the past couple of weeks, the searchers have raked the ground on both sides of the river. On the north side of the bank, under the bridge, there's a pile of metal and other objects collected during the search. Every day, weather permitting, the team from state police gather in a parking lot near the river, change into wetsuits, and get into the river. We have seen a few people with metal detectors working in various parts of the river, but most of the searching is done on their hands and knees.
I have not seen them bring anything out as far as evidence, but they carry buckets and things like that with them, so I'm sure that it's not something that you just grab and then go run into the bank with.
The search began around August 19th. That's the same time that court records show Kline was released to the custody of state police. In the order originally sealed to the public, it did not specify the exact reason, and state police would not comment on why to iTeam8. 2 court filings last month by Kline's lawyer say that he is exploring other legal options and is in negotiation with the prosecutor. But the Murder Sheet podcast reports Kline was present for his search of the river. I went to Kline's father's house, it is not far from the bridge, hoping that he might share some insight in the search. No one answered the door.
I have reached out to Kline's lawyer, and he has not responded to my calls. In Indianapolis.
What is up, everybody? Well, that's the most updated information that's out there as far as the search goes. We'll go into the 2019 search that took place, but first I want to get into the information that the Murder Sheet podcast just released. That's why I was a few minutes late to the live stream. I was finished listening to that, and I was actually going to play a clip, but then I remembered it's probably better not to play them for copyright reasons and things like that. But I mean, the gist of it is that Keegan has admitted to law enforcement that he was there at the, when the crime took place. He waited in the Jeep, in this red Jeep here. So I don't know if you guys have heard of that. If you have any further information, I just heard it just a few moments ago, right before we started. What's up, Mike? D, Jim. So I wonder if that is the information that prompted them to start the search. So the murder sheet didn't seem too convinced that he was being 100% honest. But I mean, it'd be kind of strange to lie about something like that. Yeah, somebody posted it a little bit earlier, and I just finished up listening to it. It's pretty interesting. Right, Richard? I love that. What's up, Jules? Gretchen? Chickpea. Good to see you. That's big. KK saying he was there. Yep. This thing's about to wrap up. Question is, who was with him? Who was the driver? So it seems like we were right about a lot of that. You know, the reason they were asking for the driver of a vehicle and why the wording was so strange. You know, one piece of the puzzle. They just need to know who the hell that guy is. And at this point, they got to know. They just need whatever that is in that water, I think, to prove it. But apparently, Keegan said he was in this red Jeep here. You can see it in the Google image if you pull up the Canal Street address. And there it is, parked outside. Also, some images from Facebook. So, man, that's huge. And that explains why the murder sheet was looking at that Jensen character so crazy, because they have all this inside information. They probably have more than that, from all I know. Miss Thang. Joe, what's up? Denise, hello. Jessica, good to see you. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Melissa. Glad you made it. Yeah, it's just pretty obvious at this point, you know. What's up, Jimmy? Hi, Danielle. Heather. Yep. That's what I was thinking. That's why they were asking for the driver. It's very weird. So I'm wondering if he got stranded, maybe. Committed the murders. Maybe he wasn't fully planning on killing them, and he panicked and he ran. Yeah, why lie about that? Hey, what's up, Turbo? What's up, Purdue? Good to see you, Purdue. I think it's Jensen with an E. He's a private investigator. He's been going on a lot of these YouTube channels and kind of pushing the whole Ron Logan narrative. Why, I don't know. Yes, they do. Hi, Danielle. Alrighty. So, the first place I saw this information about the gun being found in 2019, I think it popped up quickly before a live stream on the Inquisitor, the YouTube channel. And then I had one of my subscribers actually send me the link to the article here that the Inquisitor was getting his information from. I added these photos here. This is just a random example of a 380 that can actually have something chambered as opposed to a revolver. It could be a Glock, but it's most likely something that's kind of squared at the end, in my opinion. So this comes out of the Kokomo Tribune, May 2nd, 2019. Police say volunteers, well, let's read the title here. Loaded handgun found along Wabash River during cleanup event. So these are just volunteers, and I guess it's like an annual thing. They get out there and they help clean up the Wabash. I went on and watched a couple videos on YouTube and read a couple articles. It's a big deal. They've been doing it for like 12, 15 years now. Police say volunteers found a loaded handgun Saturday near the bank of the Wabash River during an event to clean up the waterway. Peru Police Chief Mike Meek said the .380 caliber gun was found at the 200 block of East Riverside Drive near the Peru Civic Center. So I just added a little map here. I have a better one, but right here is the Civic Center, and this is the Kline residence. So the knife was actually found right here in between the two. So let's say, just hypothetically, there is a parking area right here. If you were to say walk all the way to the edge of this area here, and throw it directly in, that it basically would land right where they found it. He said the volunteer who found the gun first called Peru Utilities. Oh, excuse me. Peru Police Chief Mike Meek said the .380 caliber gun was found on the 200 block of the East Riverside Drive near the Peru Civic Center during the city's annual D-Trash to Wabash event. Said the volunteer who found the gun first called Peru Utilities, which oversees the cleanup, and the utility company then called police. Credit to them and credit to Peru Utilities for calling us first so we could process the scene, Meek said. Officers discovered the gun was loaded and had another bullet in the chamber. So that there tells us it's not a revolver. However, the firearm appeared weathered and worn, indicating it had been laying there for some time, Meek said. Maybe from 2017? Possibly. He said the gun so far hasn't been linked to any local crimes or investigations, but the department will hold on to it for up to 6 months in case another law enforcement agency can link it to an investigation or a weapon, or the weapon is reported lost or stolen. Some people won't know their gun was stolen for years, Meek said. He said it's not uncommon for volunteers to find drug paraphernalia or remnants of meth labs discarded along the river, but this is the first time anybody has found a handgun. So, I mean, what are the odds of that? You know what I mean? Let me pull up this better map image here. Might help you guys kind of see area a little better. Okay, so the Civic Center right over here to the right, kind of highlighted. And then this Fleetwood Tire is where the Kline, Tony Kline lived during the murders. And the gun was found somewhere in here. Oh, wow. They found Callie M says, yep. Fig said we should know something tomorrow. Adam said they found an electronic device in the current search. That's incredible. Do you think the murder sheet releases the news he was talking about? I think so. But there might be more. They seem 100% convinced it's not Ron Logan, and I want to know why. Like, they're absolutely convinced. Yeah, that's super suspicious, Chickpea. What's up, Joe? Hey, that's a good point, Joe. 2019. Didn't even think of that. I wonder if the timeline matches up. Was it April? Hey, Vanessa. Tracy Chapman. There's rumor of that, yeah, some type of hunting or a gutting knife. They thought that because apparently locals were saying law enforcement was going to the local hardware stores and knife shops and asking if they sold anything like that recently. No, I don't think he's out. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not Ron Logan on the bridge. I would say 99.99999%. Okay, let's see what else oh, here we go. So this is what I found interesting. So when we first were looking into the whole Keegan Kline thing, we're realizing how he was tied into the Anthony Shots profile. We started seeing all these Facebook posts. And here in 2013, Keegan put, "My 380 is too loud. My ears are still ringing after 1 hour." What's up, Jamie? Hey, Bonnie. Got to cut the hedges. So I'm curious. I mean, what are the odds that they find a 380 in 2019 right in Keegan's backyard? I mean, what are the odds of that? Yeah, I'm assuming the killer was like, okay, let's grab this, and that. Hey, do you have any old clothes? Do you have any like just throwaway clothes? And, going through like their dad's old clothes or something and just throwing it on, something very random. Mike says, why no arrest in your opinion? I think they need the word of Keegan Kline isn't enough. So if he's kind of spilling the beans and he's like, hey, look, and their DNA evidence isn't really that good, and their fiber evidence, hasn't been fruitful. And Keegan's like, well, yeah, he took he took my gun, or he did this and he did that. Okay. Well, prove it. We're going to need those items. And then once we have those items, we're going to have to tie them to whoever this person is. Otherwise it's just going to be an uphill battle in that courtroom, trying to convince the judge and trying to convince the jury, like, to believe Keegan Kline as he's also seeking, better terms as far as how much time he's going to receive. Yep. It's all stacking up. It's all becoming very clear. Yeah, they weren't killed. This is what I think happened, Susie. Susie Q says, I haven't been able to keep up much. Is that what the girls were killed with, the 380? No. But for some reason, they say that it appears that the guy's holding a gun, maybe tucked into his jacket, right on the bridge. And then the family that was able to listen to the extended audio mentions the clicking of a gun, or the chambering of a bullet, something like that, a click clacking sound, if you will. So he most likely didn't use the gun. Nobody heard gunshots, but that's probably how he got him down the hill, at gunpoint. So on their way home, I can see them saying, hey, and this is just hypothetically, Go over the bridge. I'm going to throw all this shit out of the window when we drive over there. Okay. And then they get home to Tony's house, if it was them, and he says, well, what are you going to do with the gun? So you got to get rid of that too. Why? We didn't use the gun because, you had it. It was there with you. Maybe they hit one of the girls with the gun or something. But I think whatever it was, they could have talked to Kagan or Tony or whoever it was. Hey, you need to get rid of that gun, regardless if you used it or not. Right. Let's see if we can catch up on this chat here. We're not going to stay here very long. I think my dinner is going to be ready here in a little bit. But I just wanted to get your opinion on these topics here. Let's take a look at this image that I made for the members only live stream the other day. Just something to use for reference. So you got Paul Holes, former cold case investigator, height 5'9", recently took a photo out there on the bridge. Kind of gives you an idea. Now you can see that Paul Holes is almost identical as far as the height of the bridge guy, in my opinion. So bridge guys, I'm say roughly between 5'11" and 5'6". Now Ron Logan, I was even being modest and put him at about 6'1", but he's just a larger man and much taller. Joe B says, why was McCain there right around the time of the murders? Was he there the day before at the same time? Did he go to the bridge often? Yes, he was responsible for that bridge. He was there all the time. He was organizing cleanups, volunteers. It was basically his duties to oversee those trails and that bridge. And he has plenty of videos. If you look him up prior to 2017, him and his brother are at that bridge all the time, doing events, organizing walks, all kinds of stuff. Jimmy says, fanny pack, they think. I don't know. They keep calling it a shirt tail. The more I look at it, it kind of looks like something shoved into a corner of a zip-up hoodie or maybe the stomach pocket of a hoodie, something like that. Olivia, that'd be so cool. Hopefully they're getting ready to kick somebody's door in. What's up, baby bear? Lakeside, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. You got to get some headphones. There's these shop headphones that I have. They're Bluetooth. They're perfect. They're good for going to the range too. They keep all the sound out. I love them. Or get some earbuds. Whatever. Yeah, how you going to drive a big red Jeep to commit capital murder? Yeah, I wonder if this was planned. I wonder if he just went down there, and I'm so curious to, like, why would you do this? Like, what the hell would cause you to go down there and do something like that? Like a grown man doing something crazy like that. Why? Like, how are you going to get so mad with an interaction with children that you're going to be driven to do that? I need to know. No, Callie, you're right. That's what I was thinking. Because I heard a rumor that one of them had a head injury. And usually when an attacker has a gun, they'll hit you with it. They'll pistol whip you. So I wonder if he may have busted like the forehead skin, maybe. And then later they were like, hey, one of the people involved, you need to get rid of that gun. I know we didn't use it. We didn't shoot them with this gun, but you hit them with the gun. And it's evidence you pulled it out. Look, they have that video. They can't see it well, but whoever did this, they can see everything that's going on in that image. You know, they can see it clearly. Hey, what's up, Big Fish? Yep, 2019, they found a 380. Yeah, it's very possible. Well, I had a picture of the damn red Jeep and I lost it. And I can't find another one online. It's weird. Hey, what's good, Fig? Fig says, what's up, Sleuth? Hope everyone is well. Fingers crossed that someone will be in handcuffs soon. We shall party when that happens. Yeah, I think I might get a cigar. Is that weird? Maybe like a cigar and a bottle of champagne or something. All right. So we'll probably hang out another 10 minutes. Like I said, this was a real quick one. Wanted to go over all the updated information on the search. They're no longer searching. So it seems like whatever it is, they found what they were looking for. Murder sheet, you know, they released the information about Kagan Kline admitting to be in Tony Kline's red Jeep, waiting. They haven't named the person, but apparently waiting for whoever it was that was committing these murders. So we'll hang out in the chat, maybe another 5-10 minutes, and then we'll get out of here. It's going to be a really quick one today. Melissa, thank you so much. Says, does anybody know who owned a red Jeep? Yeah, Tony Kline. Hold on. Fig said he emailed me some stuff. Thank you. There it is. Beautiful. Thanks, Fig. Yeah, that really is huge news. I mean, that's it. If that's true, that's it. What's up, Just Pam? Yeah, no whiskey for me. I think whiskey's a thing of the past. I think the one thing whiskey's good for is if you're like really cold, if you're in cold weather, you know. Chug some whiskey, that should have warm you right up. Hey, Sunshine. Well, according to Murder Sheet, it was a red Jeep. This one, to be exact. Yeah, we really do appreciate you, Fig. Yes, sir. Thanks again, Melissa. So it looks like things are moving along quite nicely. Hey, there's CD. What's up? Good to see you, CD. Probably hang out another 5 minutes. Sorry, this was just going to be a real super quick update. Yeah, it's like a painkiller. Sipping. Yeah, definitely no chugging. I think he's at home. He was just a week ago when Bill went by. Bill went and took a look at it. Went and stopped by his place, and his truck was parked out front. Thanks, Sunshine. Wow, look at this. Got a fan club. Missing you. I think so, Anna. I think if I had to guess, maybe Monday we should hear something. That's usually how they operate. At least that's how they did with the new direction presser. Because they just did a presser that year, and then they got new information, and then they waited until a Monday, and then they did a presser. I think so, Joe. Or at least the first time they saw him or heard the name. Yeah, something's gonna break, Chickpea. Get the gang back together, the Ghostbusters. I'll be Peter Venkman. You can be Egon. Thank you so much, Sunshine. Appreciate that. Hey Lee, good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, it should be up. I took a long nap, CD, so I'll be up. I'll hit you up here in a minute. I'm gonna grub and then I'll shoot you an email.